Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC B1658 pertains to an issue within the rear bumper, left front, LF, antenna circuit of the Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. This diagnostic trouble code indicates an open circuit, meaning that the electrical pathway is disrupted, preventing signals from successfully reaching the keyless access control unit. The affected components in this scenario are primarily the rear bumper LF antenna and its associated wiring. The rear bumper LF antenna is typically located at the rear of the vehicle, integrated in the bumper assembly. Its job is to transmit and receive signals for the keyless entry and remote start functions. If this antenna malfunctions, it affects the overall functionality of the keyless entry system, leading to inconvenience for the user. Proper diagnosis and repair are essential to restore full functionality to the vehicle's access features. The error described by DTC B1658 specifically pertains to the rear bumper LF antenna circuit being open. This means that the circuit responsible for communication between the antenna and the keyless access control unit is interrupted, which prevents the keyless entry system from functioning correctly. The rear bumper LF antenna is crucial as it facilitates wireless communication for unlocking and starting the vehicle without needing a physical key. Its physical placement at the rear bumper is strategic, ensuring optimal signal reception. Any disruption in this circuit will directly impact the vehicle's ability to respond to the key fob. Consequently, understanding its role highlights the importance of ensuring all connectors and wiring are in good condition to prevent further issues. Several potential causes can lead to the B1658 diagnostic trouble code being triggered. One of the primary causes is an open circuit, indicating a break in the electrical pathway somewhere within the system. This could stem from a damaged wire or a faulty connector. Additionally, the rear bumper LF antenna itself might be defective, resulting in failure to transmit or receive signals appropriately. Poor connections at any point in the system can also contribute, especially if corrosion or physical damage is present. Proper examination of these components is vital to accurately diagnose the root cause. Effective troubleshooting will allow for the identification of whether a component needs replacement or if the problem lies in the wiring. When DTC B1658 is present, the most prominent symptom includes an inoperative keyless access system. The user may find that they are unable to unlock the vehicle doors remotely, which greatly hampers convenience. Furthermore, if the key fob is unable to communicate with the vehicle, the remote start feature may also be rendered non-functional. Users may notice that pressing buttons on the key fob elicits no response from the vehicle, indicating a loss of communication. These symptoms indicate that their keyless access features are compromised, leading to potential frustration. Consequently, addressing this issue promptly is required to restore functionality and user satisfaction. The first step in troubleshooting the B1658 diagnostic trouble code is to clear the DTCs using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The HDS is a specialized tool designed to interact with the vehicle's onboard systems, allowing technicians to read and clear trouble codes efficiently. By clearing the DTCs, we can determine whether the fault is persistent or possibly intermittent. This is essential because it sets a baseline for any subsequent diagnostic steps. If the DTC reappears after clearing, it indicates an ongoing issue that must be addressed. It's a simple yet crucial first step to streamline the diagnostic process and focus on active problems. The second troubleshooting step involves accessing the keyless access control unit through the HDS. This control unit is responsible for managing the keyless entry system, and accessing it allows for a self-check process. By navigating to one push start system select menu, technicians can dive deeper into examining the functionality of the keyless access features. The self-check can help identify whether the unit is operating within normal parameters or if there are faults present. This step is pivotal because it narrows down the troubleshooting to focus specifically on the components associated with the keyless entry system, ensuring an effective diagnostic strategy. Performing the self-check in the keyless access control unit is the next step in the troubleshooting process for DTC B1658. This action prompts the vehicle's onboard diagnostic systems to perform diagnostic tests and check for any abnormalities within the keyless entry system. Through this process, the control unit assesses its own functionality and can provide crucial information regarding any issues it detects internally. By executing this self-diagnostic routine, technicians can uncover problems specific to the keyless access control system itself. If faults are identified during this step, they can provide significant leads on which components may require further inspection or replacement, making it a vital part of the troubleshooting strategy. After completing the self-check, the next step is to check for DTCs with the HDS. This involves searching again for any diagnostic trouble codes that might have been recorded since the previous steps were taken. If DTC B1658 is still indicated, this confirms a persistent issue that requires continued investigation. However, if the code is not present, this may indicate an intermittent failure or a resolved issue, and the system can be deemed operational for the moment. Identifying whether B1658 is still active provides crucial insights into the persistence of the problem, guiding technicians in their next steps for repair or further diagnostics. Thus, this step is fundamental in determining the direction of further troubleshooting efforts. In this step, you will press the engine start-stop button to select the off mode. This action ensures that the vehicle's electrical systems are in a stable state before proceeding with further tests. It allows for safe inspection of components without the risk of electrical shorts or unexpected system behavior. By powering down the vehicle, technicians are able to prepare for the next diagnostic steps involving disconnection of components. Operating in the off mode is crucial for preventing accidental activation of systems while handling sensitive electrical parts. Doing so helps maintain safety and integrity during the diagnostic process, setting the stage for more thorough checking of the keyless access control system. The sixth troubleshooting step involves selecting the keyless access control from the HDS's one-push start system menu and entering functional tests. This specific test allows technicians to evaluate the operative condition of the keyless access control system. By performing functional tests, the technician can isolate variables and check whether the system responds correctly to inputs from the key fob. This step holds particular importance, as it enables a real-time assessment of how the vehicle's electronics interact with the keyless entry system. Being able to execute this phase of testing aids in identifying precisely where issues may be occurring within the network, facilitating informed decisions for repairs or replacements. In this step, you will disconnect the rear bumper LF antenna 2P connector. This action allows for a manual examination of the antenna and its wiring without interference from other components. The 2P connector is a critical point that links the antenna to the vehicle's electrical system, and by isolating it, technicians can accurately test the voltage and continuity between the connections. It is pivotal to ensure that all connections are clean and free from corrosion or damage before proceeding with electrical testing. This disconnection is crucial in ensuring that if a fault lies within the antenna itself, it can be identified promptly without affecting surrounding systems. Thus, this step is foundational for measuring the effectiveness of the antenna in transmitting signals. Connecting a voltmeter between the rear bumper LF antenna 2P connector terminals is the focus of this important diagnostic step. A voltmeter is an essential tool that measures voltage, which will help assess whether the antenna is receiving adequate power to function properly. By connecting the voltmeter between terminals number 1 and number 2, specified as EXTTR plus yellow and EXTTR minus orange, technicians can gather key data about the electrical status of the antenna circuit. This step acts as a verification point to determine if power is reaching the antenna. If voltage is present, it indicates that the issue lies specifically within the antenna itself. Conversely, a lack of voltage will guide the technician to examine further upstream for possible wiring problems or connectivity issues, making this step integral to the diagnostic and troubleshooting process. In this step, you will select the trunk, tailgate, rear bumper antenna L, DC output using the HDS. This action prompts the vehicle's diagnostic system to evaluate the antenna's DC output voltage levels, which is essential for determining overall functionality. If there is voltage present at this point, it affirms that the circuit leading to the antenna is intact and functional, further isolating the problem to the antenna itself. A positive test result indicates the need for replacement of the rear bumper LF antenna, as it is not performing its intended function despite having adequate power. In contrast, if no voltage is detected, it necessitates a deeper investigation into the vehicle's electrical system upstream from the antenna. This step is crucial for pinpointing the exact source of the issue, ensuring efficient and targeted repairs. Again, pressing the engine start-stop button to select the off mode is reiterated in this step. By ensuring that the vehicle is powered down, technicians can safely proceed to disconnect further components within the keyless access control system. It is a critical step in maintaining safety and preventing unintended consequences while performing electrical inspections. Selecting the off mode allows for a controlled environment where components can be handled without risk of shock or shorts. It prepares the technician for the subsequent steps involving the diagnosis of the keyless access control unit further, ensuring that all procedures align with best practices for vehicle diagnostics and repair safety protocols. At this stage, you will disconnect the keyless access control unit connector A, 32P. This connector is pivotal as it houses multiple circuits essential for the operation of the keyless access system. Disconnection is necessary to perform a comprehensive continuity check between its terminals and the rear bumper LF antenna circuit. Ensuring that this connector is handled properly is key to avoiding damage to the pins or terminals. Once disconnected, the technician can then move forward with testing for continuity, confirming whether signals are being transmitted effectively through the wiring harness. This step unlocks further diagnostic capabilities, crucial in establishing the health of critical electrical connections that play a role in the overall power and functionality of the keyless entry system. The final step in the troubleshooting process for DTC B1658 encompasses checking for continuity between the keyless access control unit connector A, 32P, terminals number 12 and number 28, and the rear bumper LF antenna, 2P connector terminals number 2 and number 1, respectively. Continuity testing ensures that signals can travel freely through the wiring. and any breaks in the wire or poor connections will lead to failures in the circuit. This step is vital in confirming whether the wiring between the keyless unit and the antenna is intact. If continuity exists, it suggests that the issue resides within the antenna component itself. However, if continuity is lacking, further inspection of the wiring and connectors upstream is warranted. This step serves as a final verification to isolate faults within the system effectively, ensuring that repairs can be made to restore functionality. After completing the necessary repairs and replacements associated with DTC B1658, final verification is imperative to ensure that the issue has been resolved. First, confirming the functionality of the keyless access system is essential. This involves testing the operation of the key fob to unlock and start the vehicle. Additionally, technicians should again use the HDS to check for any remaining DTCs, verifying that no new or related trouble codes have arisen. Successful operation of the keyless access features, alongside the absence of DTCs, confirms that the troubleshooting and repairs have been effective. This process of final verification not only reassures the technician of the repair, but also boosts the owner's confidence in the reliability of their vehicle's keyless access system. As part of regular vehicle maintenance, it is crucial to engage in preventive measures to avoid future occurrences of DTC B1658. Start by regularly inspecting the antenna connections to ensure they are tight and secure. Maintaining the integrity of the wiring harness that connects the keyless access control unit to the antenna is also essential. Any fraying or damage should be addressed immediately. Furthermore, keeping an eye out for corrosion at terminal connections can preemptively avert communication issues. By implementing these preventive actions, vehicle owners can ensure the long-term functionality and reliability of their keyless access systems, reducing the likelihood of unexpected failures. Adopting a proactive approach greatly contributes to the vehicle's overall condition and performance. In conclusion, understanding the implications of DTC B1658 is vital for owners of the Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. This trouble code represents a significant issue with the rear bumper LF antenna circuit, which can severely affect the vehicle's keyless access capabilities. Proper troubleshooting steps must be meticulously followed to diagnose the problem accurately. This includes checking for codes, conducting self-checks, and verifying continuity throughout the braking circuit. Furthermore, implementing preventive maintenance measures will not only ensure the longevity of the keyless entry system, but also enhance the overall vehicle reliability. In summary, awareness, timely action, and consistent preventive practices are key factors for maintaining an efficient and dependable vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.